The Devastating Coal Mine Disaster by W.L. Armstrong. The woman was busy washing the clothes of her 6 children. She had risen very early in the morning with her husband. After a light repast, he had left for the coal mine where he worked, and she had commenced her labour. The weather was warm, with the sun's rays pouring down onto the town. It really was ideal drying weather, and she knew that it was going to be hard work, but she was used to it. Her husband earned so little from his employment that she had got used to the daily struggle to survive. It was late afternoon, and she had nearly finished her toil when, with a resigned sigh, she paused what she was doing and went to open the door in response to the persistent knocking. She was greeted by her neighbour, who looked at her with a deep concern on her face. After being invited into the back room and taking seats, her friend began. "There's been an accident at the pit. The 7th level has collapsed. I thought of your husband and came straight round." "Do you know what they're doing to bring our men up?" The owner rushed to the pit and took charge. He immediately started the usual rescue procedures, and a lot of those off duty have gone in to help. "Do you know what casualties they expect? Has anyone been brought out yet?" The visitor took a very deep breath and sat silently for a minute to gather her thoughts. Then she continued, "They've said that it's impossible for anyone to have survived. The whole level has fallen in, and the lift shaft is so blocked that it will take days to clear. They have already started asking the local funeral directors to make all of their coffins available. Is there anything I can do?" The host sat stunned, unable to speak. Then she said, "I don't know how I'm going to cope. He was such a good and kind man. I've known him since we were at school, and the company will only let us stay in a house for a week before making it available to the next family. And I don't know how I'm going to feed the kids, and they're too young to go out to work yet. We have no savings, and now we'll have no income. I'm sure the others in the street will let you stay with them until matters are clearer. I know, it's such a lovely community." She stopped, and a single tear slipped down the wife's face. She said, "He was such a good, kind man." At that moment, the front door slammed and a man's voice was heard. The wife rushed through and gave her husband a huge hug. He said, "Watch out, you'll disturb the dressing that the doctor put on after I went to see him this morning about my gammy arm."